So yeah, that's my short point. Just saying that it is really common now, unfortunately. It's just so easy for people to convince themselves that maybe because they don't understand or agree fully with mainstream politics that this is necessarily what's going on, all these conspiracies and so on.
I mean, just going back to the comment you made, Concordance, about Alex Jones and how he's consistently angry. It must be painful for him to maintain that level of anger. I mean, to spend a minute in the mind of Alex Jones would be a nightmare. If it were the case that it's true, but this is a question I posed in the chat, I'm not sure whether you picked up on it. Do you think he's being genuine in his views, or do you think he's just working the crowd to maintain his income?
I think it's a mistake to assume he can't do both. I honestly, I can imagine that he operates on two levels. There's that sort of inner quiet voice that he probably has that says, you know, I'm probably I'm probably hyping this up. You know, I'm an entertainer and I don't fully believe all this stuff. But then at the other time, I think you have to psych yourself up, and I believe he's probably a little bit of both. I think if you got down to his real core, he'd say that some of this stuff is pretty weak. You know, it's maybe he doesn't agree with all of it, but I think that is so counter to what he makes a living on, that he has effectively suppressed that quiet, still voice telling him that this isn't true.
I would offer a word of caution there, Concordance, and it's the slippery trap to think that everyone deep down thinks the way that you do, which is the sort of logical way to address it, if you like. But Alex Jones, to me, has, if that's a stage personality, it's a bloody convincing one to me. You know, and I think there are actually people who are just that, yeah, they are genuinely that crazy.
Just listening to the Magic Sandwich Show, finding it very banal, find it very boring. Don't feel that DPR Jones, Thunderfoot, Concordance, and Yuri on the Boston bombings are actually getting to the issues of what needs to be talked about, and they're actually hiding away from the big issues that they need to face. And what they're doing tonight on the Magic Sandwich Show is presenting a nice, friendly feel about them. They've kind of modified their presentation tonight, where it's more touchy, feely. We're not the militant atheist. So nice one, DP. Nice to see you've calmed down and become much milder, sir. Very, very nice to see indeed. Looks like my message about you being militants is kind of hit home, mate.
Back to Yuri, but then I've got another caller waiting, so we'll go Concordance, Yuri.
I'll tell you what, when I realized that this was the case, was when I went to SMU in Dallas, Texas. We had the Discovery Institute presenting one of their really stupid films, and I had a chance to ask a panel of Discovery Institute fellows, including Richard von Sternberg and Doug Axe and a few of the others, whether or not they could explain, say, gene duplication. The answers they gave, and I think Sternberg forgot for a minute who he was, where he was, and started giving the correct biologically modern answer. And then he suddenly switches and says, but, and he, then he switches gears back. And I thought, he knows the right answer, but he just remembered that giving the right answer undermines his argument. And so he's switching gears into something that he obviously knows is incorrect in order to rescue the position that he's taken. And again, I don't think it's a matter of lying to himself or being honest with himself. I think he has gotten himself into a position where he is so deeply invested in being wrong or saying something he doesn't fully believe in that he can't escape. He's trapped. And I continue to.
Basically, the whole show is, we're the intelligent ones, we're the people who look at the evidence, and these creationists or anybody who talks about conspiracy theories, which I'm not into conspiracy theories, but anybody else, they're kind of kidding themselves, and they know what the truth is, but they're just suppressing it. I think it's the other way around. I think you, Concordance, and the Magic Sandwich Show, you know what the truth is. DPR Jones, you know there's a God. Thunderfoot, you know there's a God. Concordance, you know there's a God. Aaron Rai, you know there's a God. And you're suppressing the truth. And you know what the truth is, and you can't face that truth. That's what I see. Alright?